You're rolling dice in miniatures where warriors crash and tails endure. Blake, Cat, and Travis lead the way. Life after the cover say, while laughter holds sway.
And welcome to Life After the Cover Save, episode 345. I am RoboEd, and with me, as always, is...
Hey guys, just a second. I gotta turn up my cans. Gotta turn up my headphones. All right, hey guys, it's Big Nasty B.
Hey, it's Travis, the Muppet Hitman. Pachow, pachow. That's my new catchphrase. Pachow,
Pachow. Oh, nice. Pachow, not ka-chow. If you hear an echo, yell at Blake.
Yeah, no, I think we figured out the echo. Blake had his cans. That's what in the industry.
Well,
that's
no,
what we
the
call
thing is,
headphones.
though,
It turned up to 2,000.
But my volume on my physical volume wasn't all the way, so I could go even louder.
I'm sure you could, dude.
I'd just be like, "Pachow," and I'll turn up my stuff.
Inside a like Blake's cans, this is all you hear. That's why he always talks over us, because he can't hear.
You know, I do. The thing is, I do like hearing my voice a lot on the monitor because I like the way my voice sounds.
It's a nice voice. Now, what you could do is, before we record, is just lean in and say a bunch of stuff just to get it all out of your system.
No.
Yeah.
And then you could turn it back down.
No, maybe I can. Maybe I lower my gain on my mic.
There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Either way, I don't know. Either way, we're here.
Blake's not happy about it.
Hey guys, I have some big news. So, you're not supposed to date the podcast, but I'm dating the podcast. We are recording this on February 1st in the AM. And you know what else is happening on February 1st in the AM?
The Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
The 20-Sided Realms podcast has returned.
Oh,
Really?
Episode 15 released at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on February 1st, 2025. And following that release, there will be at least 8 more episodes releasing in and around the 1st of every month of the year 2025.
Wow.
I didn't realize.
Let me ask you something, Travis.
Did you guys? Am I not in it? When did you record this?
Okay.
Oh, you see...
Yes, Blake, we recorded without you. We started a new one.
There's been a lot of episodes in the cans that haven't been edited yet.
Didn't realize there's 8 episodes.
Yeah, there are.
Okay, cool.
Let me ask you something, Travis.
Mm-hmm.
Did you finish your drawings?
I did.
Oh, okay.
It was actually a couple of weeks ago. Mid-January is when I actually compiled all of the PNGs and sent them off to a nice man in India to add them into the app.
Cool. Nice work, dude.
And that nice man in India, he forwarded it to an AI.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
it's fine by me.
Yeah, the AI do it.
I got paid.
Cool. That's a huge announcement, Travis. I'm excited because it's been so long. I forgot where we left off.
I
remember exactly where we left off.
Oh, let me hear Blake's. Let me hear what Blake says.
Basically, where we left off in our end of our recording, or where we left off in where the people are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
what happened in
where the
episode
people are.
14? Because episode 15 just came out.
I couldn't tell you where the listeners
and
are,
please
but
don't-
I know where we
Yeah,
are.
but that would spoil 8 episodes for the listeners if you talked about that right now.
So, yeah, I can't. Oh man,
Whew,
I was
don't
trying
do
to
that.
think of one. I was trying to think of something like a gag or a joke, but I couldn't.
I'll have to say, I took 2 years off from editing, and it took me a while to remember even how to do it. But luckily, this episode was already half edited, so I was able to kind of go back and look at what I was doing in the program. Like, Oh, I
Training
kind of
wheels.
remember how to do this. And the good news is the show's still funny, man. I still think it's a good D&D show. So,
Just never got huge legs.
yeah.
You know what?
But there's about 1,000 people out in the world that like this show, and that's good enough for me.
Okay.
And there's over 1,000 D&D shows.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
way over 1,000. There's almost 14 billion.
We just, you know what? As a creative crew who do audio, we just basically, our timing is not good for anything.
Mm-mm. Man,
And okay, if I would have pursued improv and acting, maybe me having a bit of a Hollywood name could have helped too.
I think that
In
does
fact,
help
maybe
a
that's
lot.
all we needed.
It
It's
also
my
would've-
fault, guys.
It would have helped you not no butting me all the time when we're playing as well.
No
Yeah.
but? Yes,
Yeah.
and.
You do a lot more. You'd be a lot more yes and a lot less no but.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Blake, I have to point out there's one thing. In this episode I just edited. In the fight, there's a part where you said, "No, I used my cunning action to hide." And you got so mad at me. It was all like, well, I mean, and I was like, well, okay, but like, where did you hide and stuff like that? But I intersected in here and you said, and I'm going to move over here with my cunning action. So you literally told me that you used your cunning action to move. I'm sure in your head, you're all like, and I'm going to use my cunning action to hide.
Oh, yeah.
But you told me and the audience
Yeah.
you use it to move. And that made me laugh.
Well, the thing is, probably I didn't realize that you can do a cunning action. I should have said doing a cunning action to hide.
Exactly. Yeah, that is what you should have said.
But you know what? You got to realize that when I play games, there's a good chance that we're playing two different games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You're
totally.
playing
playing
Pathfinder 4.5, and I'm playing D&D.
Yeah, dude.
I am the game.
Yeah, dude.
You are the game. That was really funny.
I can't wait.
Oh,
You got like legit mad at me too.
Yeah, he did.
I
You're
don't
so
know,
mad
maybe
you
I
closed roll 20s. I closed roll 20.
did. Honestly, it's probably a bit. I don't think I've ever been. I've never been that mad at anybody but
Close
Josh.
roll 20.
I get mad a lot.
Yeah, you do.
I have anger issues.
Well,
That's okay. Hey, welcome to the podcast, everyone.
go check out if you haven't heard it, if you're new to this podcast and you didn't even know that 20-Sided Realms was a thing, go check them out. And Travis has actually been putting them up on YouTube.
Yeah. Like the Waterdeep season, the first 3 episodes are up on YouTube, and also episode 15 was automatically posted on YouTube. So that worked, but I meant to get everything else up there before episode. That's fine. We'll fix it.
Yeah.
There's we did 2 seasons. The Underdark season, or as
We did
I like
3
to call
seasons.
it. Oh, we did 3 seasons?
Well, Underdark, we did a first season and a second season because there was a season break in the middle.
Okay, well, 2 campaigns. The After
2
Dark.
storylines.
The After Dark, because we
The
were
Underdark.
a lot dirtier because Josh.
That one's not going on YouTube.
Okay, good. That's probably good for my professional career.
Mhm.
And then we did a second one, the Water Davian episodes,
Waterdeep.
with me and Ed
Mm-hmm.
as players. Travis is the amazing DM, and we started with and Goobertown Hobbies as one of the players, and our friend Penny,
Raquel Rex.
yeah, and then she was replaced by the mini witch.
Well, they don't know that yet.
Oh, Jesus.
Edit the show.
Well, listen, it's going to happen pretty soon, but spoilers alert. We knew Blake just couldn't help.
Dang
But
it. Dang it.
Jesus, Blake.
I'm an idiot.
yeah, it's okay.
And then
And then
And
no,
then we
just stop, dude. Maybe you
well, I
should
was
just
going to say
stop.
that we ended up getting Gal Gadot.
Oh, okay.
That
you
was
could-
just that was just a 3-episode arc.
yeah.
Okay, rest in peace.
Spoilers.
I'm an idiot.
Gal Gadot.
Whatever.
Okay.
You know
All
she's
right.
prettier in person.
Yeah, whatever.
That.
What do we do today, Ed?
Well, let me get to there. Let me get to that. Go check it out. Go check out TSR.
Oh, the Sixth Sense. He's already dead.
In this episode.
Have you had your coffee this morning, Travis?
2 cafes. I've been up since 5 a.m.
We're going to talk about games played, of course, our hobby commitments, and if we have time, I have a Battlefield bargain or bust lined up. It's in the
And-
can. It's locked and loaded.
And I'm taking the reins on the Life After. And it's going to tie in with the LATCS crew never quite having the best timing.
Okay. Awesome.
You know what? While Ed gets ready for this next segment, I did have an opportunity to buy a lot from somebody of models, but when I ran the numbers, it wasn't going to be worth it.
What's it going to be worth it?
You know, and the thing is, I didn't want to bring you guys in or Ed in on it because it could have been a segment.
Yeah.
But at that point, it was a couple $100 worth of a segment. And the thing is, I just you can't buy stuff that's basically how much the boxes are.
Where was this at?
A local guy,
Oh, man.
and it was there were some Sigmarites that were already legend squatted in there. There was a Dominion box. There was a Dominion box, a add-on box, and a start collecting box for like $350. And I'm like, nah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
It would need to be like 200 at least.
That's
know,
what you tell them. I'll give you 200 if
Well,
nobody
I
else
told 'em-
buys it from you.
Yeah.
For Marvel Crisis Protocol, it's nice because they go out of print and then you have to pay more than what the model's worth just to get what you want to play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe
the
it could be a
GW
good
don't have that
idea
problem.
to just buy 2 of everything, and you just wait till it goes out of print,
Seriously, dude.
and then you make your money back.
Oh,
It's like
keep
playing
it
for free.
New in box, dude. That's what people on eBay did.
Yeah,
Ugh. Makes me sick.
crazy.
Makes me sick.
All right. So games played. I got ready for my segment. Thank you, Blake.
You're welcome,
Anybody
brother.
play any games?
I did not play any miniature games, but I was around a couple tournaments.
Nice.
Local store. We have a local store now called Warpact. I sat down. I played some Star Wars Unlimited card game, and I watched a little bit of Spearhead, Age of Sigmar, and a little bit of 40K. A couple friends of the show were playing in those events.
Did John
And it
win
was
Spearhead?
nice to see a local tournament again.
Did John win Spearhead?
No, half of the Spearhead had to go home.
What?
There was like 8 people,
Okay.
and by the end there was 3 people. Yeah, people's wives called. Someone had a dental emergency. Someone's
That's chop.
pet. Yeah,
It's like his tooth just fell
I
out.
don't know.
You were
All
there.
I know is half the group dropped out. By the end of the round, like every round, 2 people dropped, it seemed like.
Yeah.
And it was all just like, oh, I gotta go, my wife.
So did they started playing? Then
Mhm.
did they lose? And then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, my wife called, dude. I gotta go."
No, John just won LVO Spearhead,
Uh huh.
and he won his 2 games, and he had to leave.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So, local tournaments, baby.
That's the local tournament biz, baby.
Yeah. So I didn't play any games, but I saw some games.
You know what? You should have played. You might have won that Spearhead tournament.
I just told John I have all the models for the Slaves to Darkness Spearhead.
Do it. What's a Spearhead? Is that just like the box, like a combat patrol?
Combat Patrol.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they actually, it's interesting. They have like a season box with a set of terrain and a set of cards. And I
it's
know
MDF.
that we're into cards now when it comes to Games Workshop games.
Yeah.
So, and it's enough to host a game, and they use that as their Spearhead matches.
Is
It's
that the
much
wood?
better designed and balanced than
Than
Combat Control as well.
yeah.
Is that the laser cut train?
I don't know. I've never. It looked like regular plastic terrain from them.
Patrick was saying there's a new GW box that has laser.
That's for 40K.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Laser cut terrain in it?
It looks actually kind of cool because it looks like the old second edition terrain. I kind of want to get my hands on it just for nostalgia.
Why wouldn't they just reprint the second edition terrain then?
Listen, I because man,
They'll reprint.
people don't ask me things.
No, but they've done it for old.
Why did they take Cardross from me, huh?
They did?
Cardross is gone.
Who is he?
Who's Cardross?
Yeah, I don't know.
Look at this guy.
Explain.
He's Cardross, the Shadow Hunter, the Phoenix Lord of the Striking Scorpions.
Oh, they took
My
him
favorite
away?
aspect. He's gone. Well, look, he's not dead, but he's hunting.
Oh,
Okay.
And sometimes he'll hunt for thousands of years.
Okay, so you won't be able to play him for 1,000 years. Okay. But
Yeah.
but I think they took him away so that they can make a cool model.
Actually, what I found out is there is a law in the United Kingdom that you can't have more than 6 Phoenix Lords. So they added the Warp Spider Phoenix Lords, and then Parliament was all like, "I cannot stand for this. There shall be 6 Phoenix Lords, and nay another." And so they had to get rid of Cardross for LAtCS.
Brexit, you know.
Tom LAtCS. Here you go, dear. LA, dude. You know?
Tom Likas was a scumbag.
And now he's a Phoenix Lord for the Warp Spiders.
I know, dude. He's like, here's what you do, dudes. You go by
Never pay more than $27 on a date.
Yeah. he would say, go around the ATM machines or the ATMs, right?
Uh-huh.
And then people would just throw away their statements, and you just find one that says like, "Oh, I have $40,000."
That you have a lot of money,
and then you just show it to accidentally on.
Well, no, and
date
then when you give a girl your number, you write the number on the back of the statement and give it to her.
Yeah.
Listen, if you ever
That's
lived
so
in LA,
smart.
Tom LAtCS was this piece of crap like radio host that just taught 20-year-old dudes how to be like the biggest a-holes in the world.
It was kind of like a prototype of the hookup coach.
Yeah, I mean, like he was the OG hookup coach, dude.
I was more of a Phil Hendry guy.
Yeah.
He was
And I
in
believe
LA.
they might have had Phil Henry and him might have had a on-air battle, if I remember
interesting.
correctly.
I was a John and Jeff guy.
I don't know. Those are.
They did late nights.
Oh.
They were awful.
I
They
was
just
a
talked
Mark
to
and Brian
truckers.
in the morning guy.
Oh, Mark and Brian, they were great.
Okay, so did you play any games, Travis?
I played 5 games of Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Oh
Wow.
my god!
One against Bill formerly of 40K podcasts. What was this 40K
Signals
podcast?
from the front line.
Signals from
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
definitely wasn't.
IVC,
Imperial
Voxcast.
Voxcast.
Imperial Voxcast. I played against my son, Aiden. Then I played against a local guy at the shop. And then I played 2 virtual games against Robo Ed.
Wait. You guys played?
Marvel Crisis Protocol. I played my
Yeah,
first
I didn't know
game.
you were playing. I would have came in there
First
while I
game.
was working.
I don't know if you could have.
How'd it go, Ed?
Um, it's pretty cool game. It's a pretty cool
It's a
game.
good system.
Yeah, it's it can be brutal. Definitely be brutal. But I also feel like if you have to play the activation game, and sometimes there's risks and sometimes there's rewards, because you may really need to activate a player over here and a player over there, and you have to choose. And then based on how you activate, then your opponent might be like, well, I don't have to worry about that side anymore because that guy's already activated, and then they can kill your guy that you were going to activate over here next before you.
Because if you get knocked out or dazed before you could activate, then you lose an activation that turn, and that could be pretty brutal.
Yeah, but then you end up with if you lose a bunch of people, you end up with priority.
This is true. That's the plus side.
Yeah, there are balances, and even if you get knocked out, when you reactivate the next round, you're going to have a lot of power on your hands.
Yeah, because the core mechanic, the more damage you take, the more energy your character has to do their moves, right?
So yeah, getting dazed, and if you get dazed and then have priority, that character's going to come back like super powerful and be able to do a really cool activation. I also think the mission design is really good. There's always 2 types of missions in play, and I think it's a real fun game. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Now, Ed, did you find that when you played it, the actions of the characters felt like tangible, like because to me when I was playing, I've talked to when I play most war games 40K, it's I am throwing dice. I'm not shooting. In my head, I don't see my guys shooting or throwing grenades. It's just I'm rolling numbers. But when I played Crisis Protocol, when I was doing the action, it felt like, they're Punisher's throwing a satchel charge. Like there was more of a connection between what I was doing and what was the action, rather than just a cold calculated play.
No.
Okay.
It was. I was playing the game. I think maybe after I did the dice, I was like, oh yeah, I could see, Doc Ock grabbing you and throwing you, but not when I'm rolling the dice.
I always see my games like that, Blake. I never see the numbers. I never see the dice. I just see my army men fighting each other on the table. Yeah,
and dying.
But and I do think the Marvel Crisis Protocol is a very cinematic game because you are throwing things around. You're interacting with the terrain. You're picking up a car and throwing it at someone, or throwing them into a building. So it's fun. I like it a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. So the cinematic feel of it.
It's kinetic.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot. Even though the rule book isn't like a 40K rule book or anything, there's a lot. I think there's a lot more going on in each phase and in 40K, because 40K, your opponent does all this stuff, and then okay, now it's my turn. I get to slap you now. You know what I mean? But in this thing, in this game, Marvel Crisis Protocol, you're gonna go in to slap me, but I do my power and I slap you before you even slap me.
Okay, so
you know what I mean? I get a preemptive slap.
Well, it's almost like
interrupts, kind of.
You know what? I feel like you got a very good. Have you guys seen the clips of that Dana White from the UFC owns a show, a sport? A sport, use that term loosely, called Power Slap.
Yeah, I've seen it.
So yes, 40K and those army, I go with everything, and then that is Power Slap, because basically you do whatever all you can just to smash the person, and then you have to sit there and wait for it to happen again. But alternating activation games are more like a sparring match, like a real boxing match where punches are coming all the time and you're punching all the time rather than waiting to get crushed. Interesting.
So
40K,
that was
the
my
power slap of miniature war games.
yeah, that was my analogy. Well, that's what I saw in my head was the dude's face is super swollen, and
Yeah.
he's waiting to get slapped. He's got an earplug in because he doesn't want to bust an eardrum, and the guy has powder on his hands, and he's just getting smacked by the 40K player. So I mean, there's still an aspect of that. Like, if I move this guy up here, he's going to take hits, right?
Mm.
And then I'll be able to slap back later. But I do feel that when it's alternating activation, there's more thought into it. You know what I mean? And it's more like chess because chess is alternating activation. Each person does one action, you know, and just moving the whole thing forward is less chances for tactics, I think.
Yeah. And to be fair, I don't think 40K could ever work as an alternating activation game. I think it's too big. But I do prefer alternating activation games.
I think
general.
it could. I think it could.
Yeah, maybe you do a squads action, another action. It'd be interesting to see. I mean, I bet they've probably tested it before.
Well, they have it in close combat, right?
Maybe. Yeah, they kind of do. Yeah, you're right.
And I think there was a fake rule set floating around back in the day.
That. Yeah.
And I remember we played it, and it was alternating activation. And we played it at Battlegrounds.
That's wild that someone took the time to make a functional fake release of 40K. That's wild.
Well, I mean, it was probably somebody that we know. Because we know plenty of people
it was
who
Jeff.
are they've published games, right?
Yeah.
Plenty of people who are game designers. So I mean, why not? Why not? I put together a rule set. I'm just gonna skin it 40K, throw it out there, and see what people think. And then one day be like, "You remember that game system? Yeah, that was me."
Yeah, one day you'll be like, "Remember that game system where I said?"
And we go, "No."
Yeah.
It's like, I waited too long. My timing was off.
Because you have to use a special cipher, one of those decoding rings, and you can see this game was made by
He's gonna say, "Oh, dude, you remember that game? Yeah, there was that weird rule where you couldn't throw a spear." Remember? We're like, "Oh, that's who made the game."
Yeah.
It has to be a javelin.
Yeah.
It has to be a javelin.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, you know what? I'm glad you're enjoying it. And Ed, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah. I do like it, and I'm glad I gave it to Travis
all those years ago.
Who has my box?
Josh? Probably. I figured I wasn't going to play it if I kept it. So I had to give it to Travis in order for him to learn how to play, to teach me.
Yeah.
It only took a couple years. Only took a couple years, but I played it and I'm happy.
Huh? That's great.
And the TTS mod for it is really solid.
Yeah.
It works well for that platform because it's the movement's very kind of precise with these movement things, and it works great. Yeah.
And we got to get ready for the tournament.
Yeah, we're playing a big doubles tournament at Adepticon.
Well, maybe I'll get in there on TTS and I'll help you guys train.
Excellent.
Sounds awesome. Okay.
Oh, also, I mean,
go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll keep
going.
Okay. Don't want to.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You sure?
Well, it didn't matter. It doesn't matter. I got to pick up my groceries very soon. Just so
everything matters. Tell me.
Nothing matters.
Okay.
Yep, they're gonna arrive soon.
Okay. Well, hobby commitments. I'll let you go first, Blake. You are gonna do 6 stormtroopers, guys.
6 stormtroopers, guys. Didn't do it.
All
I
right.
didn't do it. I was gonna put the base redcoats down, and then I was gonna put the streak and grime down on them. I got the 6. I got one of them with the red down, like the final base colors. But like, dude, it's hard to see these details now. So I ended up doing the red, and then I put on my magnifiers, and it was just like, oh God, this is a mess. So I spent time cleaning it up. And then I got my 3D printer. And that really just took all my energy. I did put together some conquest models slowly and surely, but the 3D printer really absorbed all of my hobby energy.
It absorbed your energy, but what's interesting about 3D printer is you could set it to print, and then you have a lot of free time in between.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you could still build.
I'm pretty stoked on it. I figured maybe I can bring the stuff by later.
Groceries. It's his groceries.
My groceries. Sorry.
I can bring his phone doesn't have a silent mode.
No,
No.
it's his doorbell.
It's my doorbell. Well, it's not my doorbell. It's my sensor.
Yeah.
So I figure I can bring by some of the prints that and I'll show you some of the artifacts that I'm seeing as I did a really low layer line. But
your 0.05.
Yeah, I'll show you what it is.
I'll show you my 0.05 if you show me yours.
Yeah, good 0.05. But no, man, the hobby's good right now. Ooh,
that's a 0.05, and you can't see a single layer line, dude.
That's Colossus with a gun, dude.
And is that resin?
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, baby.
Resin's just so clean.
But now, hobby juice is flowing.
That's cool. That's cool.
Oh, dude, I have some STL files of some really cool Marvel Crisis Protocol terrain.
Blake
I should send your way.
Yeah, shoot it to Blake. He's a print guy now.
I'm a printer guy now.
Like, one of them's like a donut shop with the big donut on the top, like that Iron Man sits on.
Yeah, send them our way.
Yeah,
me and Blake can both print a building out, and we can compare.
Yeah, dude. Got some PLA coming. Hey,
Ed. While Blake goes and gets his groceries, do you need to go get them, Blake?
Yeah, I'm about to, and I'm staying put because
if you go get him, will that chime stop?
No, the chime's done.
Okay,
that was each time they were coming up with my bags.
Gotcha. Wow, that's a lot of bags,
dude. No, I didn't. No. Stop it, Denise. I also I wasn't sure if I have a gas or because this is kind of my time, at this early stage. All right, I love you guys.
Okay.
No, that was my doorbell.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't stop.
Go ahead, guys.
How much food did you order, dude? Because I know they're carrying like 4 bags of $100.
Yeah. How hard would it be to just pause this and join it together later?
No, you're good.
Okay, we'll just keep rolling. We'll do it live.
Honestly, it's fun. It's funny. The listeners love it.
They love it. Well, this is real life.
This is real life. It's life.
It's real life. Because when you order your groceries online, you don't have any choice of what day they're going to arrive,
what
time they're going to arrive.
Yeah.
You're just throwing it out there to the universe, and they decide when all that happens.
You know what? You're right. I knew we were I knew when I was putting the grocery order in yesterday afternoon, I knew I'd be doing a podcast right now. Is what it is.
It's my fault, and I apologize.
It's Ed's fault. All right, I'll be back.
But
I don't order groceries, so I didn't know you'd do it ahead of time. Like I thought you would just do it that morning.
wait, you've
you
never
know.
ordered groceries before? I thought you have.
Well, so I do the pickup from the grocery store, and I just do it an hour before I want to pick up, and then I go pick them up.
You've never done the delivery?
I mean, I did it back in COVID with Instacart, but you did it like that. You did it, and then they brought it to you like in 2 hours.
Oh no, with Walmart,
Yeah, I
use-
don't. Yeah, I've never
I
used
know.
Walmart.
I know, but if you do it with Walmart, you pick your delivery time window, like between these.
Gotcha.
hours.
So you could schedule ahead.
Yeah.
And maybe all the apps do that because I mean, I
I'm
have
sure they do.
grocery deliveries.
It's more. It's convenient that way
for a
because you
while.
could be like, okay, I don't get home from work until this
Gotcha.
time.
You could schedule it. Oh,
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
That is pretty cool. All right, enough about that.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Travis's hobby commitment. So
Yeah, you know, it's sad. It's sad to me that Blake isn't here because you two guys gave me a lot of crap when I made this hobby commitment. Read to me my hobby commitment, sir.
all right, you are going to. It's Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Uh-huh.
You're going to do Craven and Lizard speed paint and also Toad.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And
You
yeah,
finished them.
I did it all. You
Yeah.
guys are you sure you don't want to get that they're all completely done, sealed, and I would say not even tabletop ready. These models are parade ready. They look
Whoa.
fantastic.
On the parade, dude.
Dude, I could put them on a parade right now. And, the wild thing is it is just Zenithal, speed paint, dry brush with a little bit of like eyeball details and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they look spanking fantastic. They look spam-tastic. I love it, dude. And I didn't spend more than 45 minutes on each model.
Oh, okay. I
Like,
thought you were going to say for the whole set.
no. It was under an hour of work if you take out the drying time on each model. And if you go up on our Discord page, I've posted pictures and let me tell you, the pictures don't actually do it justice. They
never
look
do.
even better in person.
A lot of times they don't. You have
There's
to
something about like the details of it. It just doesn't translate. It's really hard taking pictures of miniatures, in my opinion.
Yeah. You got to get like the right setup and exposure and all that stuff. Okay, so Travis did it. As for me, I was going to finish Blake's gift. No, I didn't do it. I couldn't do it. Too
No.
much. It's just too much, Blake.
The gift is too much.
I think it's going to become your birthday gift.
Yeah. Might have to be.
Sorry, dude.
It happens.
I
Now,
just
here's
What a
the
birthday.
deal. Every quarter that this gift takes to go, that's one less quarter I have to play with it to keep
That's
it.
true.
This is true.
That's true.
This is true.
So you
That's-
better get it done by.
January, February, March is 1 quarter.
Yeah.
So,
So
if
if
I
it's-
give it
if
to you
it's
in
not-
April, you got a
I
full
only got to use
quarter.
it 3 times.
This year. Yeah.
Just saying.
Do you want me to hold off? Do you want me to wait till like?
No, because I want to start getting it on the table.
That's
you
true.
know?
That's true.
I want to start seeing Blake across the table from me.
Well, you know what? I don't know. The problem with me in painting sometimes is I'll get a good bulk of stuff painted, and then once I get close to the end, it starts becoming more of a slog, and I start losing momentum, and the excitement about painting the project is kind of dulled. So what I think I need to do is make a pivot.
Just make a what?
I need to make
Pivot.
a pivot and paint
You gotta
something else.
refresh.
I gotta
Yep.
paint something else. And at the shop here, they're
Painting
doing a
competition.
Marvel Crisis Protocol. You buy it from the store and then you paint it. So I got to go to the shop and see what's available. What's available, Blake? You've been there a ton.
There's quite a bit. There's stuff.
I'll tell you what's not available.
Well,
Rhino.
Juggernaut,
Yeah, Colossus.
and Colossus are definitely not available at the shop.
Yeah.
Well, to game plan this, maybe you should get a list of what you have, Travis. So Ed could see if there's anything not on the list.
Oh,
And then
I'll probably pick something that I want to paint,
okay.
regardless of whether Travis has it or not.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
But if there's multiple things that I'm interested in painting, then I can pick something that Travis doesn't have. I can send him a
Just
message.
remember, I got a saber tooth for you coming your way.
Saber tooth. Cool.
And it's due the 22nd.
Oh, it is? Wow.
Yeah, the 22nd I think is the end of the painting. I got to
pretty
step
soon.
away again. I'm sorry,
That's
guys.
fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's great.
That's fine. Just ruined the show, dude.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
great.
You know
I
what?
love it.
When we don't get to Battlefield Bargain or Bust,
That's
that's on
Blake's
Blake.
fault. That's Blake's fault.
That's Blake's fault.
But Life After, it's worth sticking around, and it's worth signing up for our Patreon, because Life After is when we really get to dig into a topic that maybe wouldn't really come up in the main feed.
That's true. That's true, Travis. Sometimes there's a topic that just doesn't quite fit in, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But sometimes they have to do with the hobby we play in
Sometimes, yeah.
some
It's a variable.
Yeah.
But what's not a variable is the extra 30 minutes of enjoyment you'll get every month,
That's true.
every 2 weeks,
Yep. Every 2 weeks.
every twice a month.
Yeah, every twice a month.
So head on over to Patreon and look up Life After the Cover Save and select subscribe to the independent characters.
No, cancel your independent character.
Cancel your independent
It was-
characters and switch out over to Life After the Cover Save.
Because if you send it to us, then I'll be able to buy more Battlefield Bargains or Busts.
Because listen, I currently have 3 40K armies painted on my display. Now that's still way below what Carl has.
Yeah.
But this year I'm adding a 4th, and that's what my hobby commitment's going to be. Space Wolves, baby.
Oh, so you're gonna commit? Is this like
Yeah. What I'm going to commit to, and for me, it's going to be a rather conservative commitment. But we have a Crusade game on like the 1st of March, but March, April, no, January, February, March. Yeah, first around the 1st of March. We're starting a Crusade. It's 1,000 points, and everyone is trying to bring the 1,000 points as painted as they can. And so I have building and priming that needs to be done. So I want to have my entire Space Wolf's first 1,000 points built and primed and ready to really start painting. So that's my hobby commitment for this first section.
Let me change it here. Space
Wolf, the first Space Wolf's 1K built and primed.
1,000 point Space Wolf.
And I've already made a lot of progress on this,
Primed?
but there's still more to be done. Yeah, primed.
Okay. Yeah, you're building like a madman. So
Yeah.
Blake, are you going to stick with the Stormtrooper guys?
Yeah, because I do want to get it done, because that streaking grime effect is going to inform my other painting choices that I'll make. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm going to
man.
commit to the figures from Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Excellent.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Do we want to do this Battlefield Bargain or Bust? What do you think?
Dude. We
Okay.
we still got over 15 minutes.
All right, dude.
I mean, is that enough?
Probably.
We could talk about my grocery order.
No, I don't want to talk about your dumb grocery order.
I know you got some Pepsi.
No, this was already in the fridge. It's
okay.
interesting. I don't. The Ozempic has changed my
Change your life.
my appetite.
Yeah. You're a
well as
Pepsi
my
man instead of a
bowels.
Coke man.
No, it's just I will open this and then I'll drink part of it and then I'll forget about it.
Yeah.
And that's never been my thing. I used to just drink them back to back. A night army lot.
Oh,
All right. So this is
Let me turn up my cans for this.
pretty big. This is pretty big, guys.
wow.
All right. This is a night army lot that I picked up. But first, just a quick tip on shipping. This is how it was shipped to me.
Yikes.
So what they did was they just took some plastic grocery bags, put them
maybe
in,
this worked.
put them in the box,
Uh-huh.
and just like poured the models in there, and then put more plastic bags on top, and it looks pretty bad.
But how did the models arrive?
Well, the models arrived broken.
Okay, so it didn't work.
So
I also like how they found that box.
Yeah,
in an
Side of a
alley
road.
someplace.
Yeah. There was a rat living in this box. They kicked the rat out.
Yeah.
I did not expect.
Listen,
this.
packing peanuts are not expensive, guys.
I do kind of like the plastic bag idea.
I wouldn't mind it if there was
multiple
other
layers.
Things. Yeah.
If you're using it just to bulk it out, because listen, having worked in a postal place when I was in high school, you essentially what you want to do is make sure the objects inside the box don't move, and you need to have at least 2 inches of padding around each breakable object.
Yeah.
You do that, everything shows up just great.
Well, it's not what happened here.
That's not what happened.
But live and learn.
Packing awareness.
Packing awareness.
Packing awareness.
Better packing awareness. We can avoid stuff like this because you saw how much gap there was. So that the whole thing was just shifting around in there.
So this is when you open the box. This is what was inside the box.
Well, I guess maybe there's a couple of more plastic bags
on top of it, but
yeah,
that's not bulking.
No.
Listen, I would have gotten fired from the postal place in 1997 if I did a job like that.
Yeah. So let's see what I got. All right. I got one night Castellan. I know. One night Paladin, a night Gallant, a night Errant, a night Warden, 2 sets of armatures with halverns or armature halverns, which is 4 models, and 2 sets of armature warglaves, which is 4 models. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 knights and 8 of the little knights.
That's like a 2,000 point army, isn't it?
I don't know.
Because the knights are about 400 each.
Well, okay, so there they are on the table. This is after they weren't, they weren't too bad, but I think they would have ride perfect if they were just packed better. Okay, so Knight Paladin, brand new in box. How much is a Knight Paladin?
Well, do you get the pilot too?
That's a little bonus figure, yeah.
That's a $35 model. That pilot. No, this is over $100. I don't know. I'm going to say 125.
I think it's 175.
All right, let's see. 179.
Ooh, hey.
That's almost $180. And I made this slideshow a little while ago, so it could be more money, but I don't think so. I think it was right after the price hike. So
the price.
If Blake wants to look up a night palette, maybe you shouldn't.
No, he shouldn't. That'd be cheating.
Yeah, that'd be cheating, dude. Don't do it, Blake. Blake, don't do it. He's doing it.
Same price.
Okay. Here, see, he did it. All right.
He did it.
A night Castellan, Blake.
He's got bigger shoulders, dude.
Yeah, look at those shoulders. Look at this. He's got slump shoulders. He's got bulky shoulders. He's buff. It's like the other dude.
Okay, Travis, what?
This one's 205, dude.
I was just gonna say 179, but
He's buffer. You think he's the same price as this guy?
are they the? Well, it's hard to know because I don't see the pilot scale.
Yeah, but look how much.
But look at the
bigger
base.
he
The
is.
base is the same.
Look how much more guns this guy's toting. Each one of those guns has got to be worth something. He's got.
I'm gonna just say 179 just to go with it.
All right. Well, let's see what happens. 194.
Ooh, I went over, but not by much.
But Bob Barker's rules. Blake was right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Blake would
Blake
win.
played
Yeah.
the safe bet.
Bob Barker.
All right, now this one's a knight errant.
Night errands.
179.
Travis.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with 179. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 179.
That's probably a smart choice. Yeah, 179. Wow.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay. Armiger Warglaves.
These are cool models. I like these models. $125.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 130.
130? No, it can't be that much. You guys are way off. $94. Yeah, these guys, these guys are like tiny knights. They're like tiny knights.
Yeah, I've never seen them in real life, so but I saw them in the picture. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you.
A knight warden.
This
one's
one's a completely different angle.
Yeah, this one's a knight.
179.
Yeah, 179. I'm gonna go with 179.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to trick you by changing the mixing it up. Armature Halverns.
92.5.
I'm gonna go with 94.50.
Okay. I think Travis
94.50.
has a better
Okay.
memory than you do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Knight Gallant.
30 bucks.
79. 179. 179.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey. All right.
Whoa. Free shipping?
Yeah, dude.
What a deal.
So, if I were to buy each one of these arrows, I think is going to show a number. So if I
Gotcha.
put all these in the cart in GW,
Yeah.
we got the subtotal, we got the tax, and we got the total. So what? Take a guess on this subtotal.
Well,
Everything.
I can't. Okay.
Just throw a number out there.
$1,279.
All right.
$1,279.
Yeah, 12. 12.
12. All right, here we go. That's my heater, dude. Oh, good job,
yeah.
Travis, dude. 1288.
Wow. Am I a math genius?
So what about taxes?
Tax is what? 4%?
4%? What world do you live in, dude? Is this just going to show the tax?
Yeah, it's just going to show the tax.
Okay, so the tax will be $114.
113.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
what
well.
I'm still one.
usually.
So,
All right, so the total
Okay, carry the 4, 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, 11.
14.
Yep.
1410.
I was off by 4 cents.
Yeah. $1,410. So
And somebody built them. Oh, Jesus, 3,000. Jeez. 3,370 points.
Okay.
yeah, dude, this is over 3,000 points. I couldn't. Yeah, on the app, I couldn't make it bigger.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's a force. How much did you pay, Ed? Listen, wow.
I'm just
If
gonna
you
set the
paid,
bar. I'm gonna set the bar 500.
well, but listen, if he paid $1,000, that's already a smoking deal.
And you know what? They look like They look like they're built pretty well.
Yeah, they look like they're well built.
You know, yeah. You didn't have
None
to
of the
build
weapons are
anything.
magnetized, I don't think, right?
No, none of the weapons are made.
So they're built as they're built, but still, I mean, like, we're not going to tournaments, you know. It's like, that's pretty good. Ed, I think you got this for $1,000.
All right.
That's my vote.
Here we go. It's a white screen, dude. Wow, it went.
Bargain or
Ho! It's almost like I knew, but I didn't know.
Wow. Ed, this is the most bargain ever.
Well, the thing is,
That's an unbelievable bargain. You got it for a
Crazy.
third of the retail price.
but that's how much it should be. Really.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I don't mean
This
how
is
much
how
it should
much
be.
yeah.
I don't mean that's how much it should be new in box, but I'm saying when you open and build, when you open something and it's been
It should
built,
go down in value.
it needs to go down immensely.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're all built, this person either A, it's part of a divorce or a death lot, or they just know that I need to get rid of this and I can get $500. $500
And
is a
he
good
knew
chunk.
he was going to save in packing because he's
Yeah, dude, he's a save in packing and shipping.
Oh,
And
that's a
save
really
on those
good deal.
peanuts.
and let me
That's a
tell
really
you,
good deal.
that price is shipped, brother.
Well, yeah, because that actually makes total sense.
Yeah. So here we go. So here's the conversation I had with this guy. Okay. So this is to show you sometimes you have to persevere. So I asked him, is it still available? Is it 500 shipped? Or do you have an estimate on shipping costs? And he goes, sorry, it's not available. It's sold almost immediately. Immediately, my condolences. I said, that's cool. It's a good deal. Have they paid? Right? Then he goes, I'm waiting for it to go through. I'll mark it as sold when it does. I say, okay. Well, if it falls through, let me know. Will do. Thank you. And then he texts me back.
Fell through.
It fell through. If you're still interested. I go, it did? He goes, yep, PayPal goods and services. He said the guy's wife said no. And I said, I have learned not to ask. $500? And he said, yeah. So that guy's wife screwed him out of one of the deals of his lifetime, dude.
You know what? I think if he would have had your presentation
Yeah.
to give to his wife, I think he would have the sale would have gone through. But
Oh,
I'm glad it didn't.
Hey,
He would have made a
I
PowerPoint
think-
for his wife.
Oh, sorry. That's my alarm. It's time to get ready. Make sure. If I haven't left the house by now, I'm not doing good.
On a Saturday?
It's just the same alarm all week for me for my job.
Well, yeah, but you can turn them off on the weekends.
Oh,
Not
one of
on
my
this- Not on his phone. Well,
no,
that's an
one of
Apple
the
thing.
pleasures. One of my base pleasures in life is waking up in an alarm on a day I don't need to get up and just churning it off and going back to sleep.
Wow.
I'm a simple man.
But what if you forget what day it is and you do that?
Oh, I know.
Okay. All right.
The wild thing is, if like on a Saturday and a weekend, like if I'm gonna be up at like 6:30 for a soccer match with Josh. Normally, if it's a school day, I'm like, oh God, I don't want to get up. But when it hits, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make some breakfast. Oh, I got stuff to do. It's just the fact that I don't have to go to work really.
Yeah.
So, guys, I want to take this opportunity to Life Under the Cover Save, particularly RoboEd. He is doing a new service that you can pay for. You send him the eBay lot, and he will create a spreadsheet. a PowerPoint Google Slides presentation that you can show to your wife and or girlfriend or domestic partner.
Mhm.
You can use this PayPal, Jesus, I'm a mess. Either
PowerPoint.
way, PowerPoint to convince that person that it's a good deal. It's
Yeah.
a bargain. It is not a bust.
Yeah.
And it's only a 2%
5%.
builders,
It's
5% builders fee.
5%. Yeah. 5%.
5% builders fee on this one. Okay. That is a really good deal.
Let's
And
smoke that
500
deal,
is also real lazy math. Just like the guy's like, $500. You know what I'm saying?
That's a guy who listen, because the money he spent on those models is gone. He can't get that back. This is a man who just wants $500 and now he got it. But wow, what a deal, dude.
Heroin is a heck of a drug, let me tell you.
I've never, battled. Jewet's going to be real fun. Is my Space Wolves with their one night ally going up against your full night army. That is going to be a good time.
Will it? Will it?
Dude,
Maybe
you know
not.
what I would
I don't know.
love? If you play him and you never put a drop of paint on these models. That'd be great.
Okay.
This is a huge project too, by the way. Just on a hobbying standpoint, holy guacamole, that's a lot of work. All that freehand, the heraldry. Wow.
That's what decals are for, brother.
Come on now. This is a heck of a project.
I think this is going to paint up really quick.
It's been sitting. Let's see if it on that slide, if it shows what day it was. I don't know. It's been sitting in my garage for a while.
Aiden. Oh wait. Aiden sold this to you?
Yeah.
Wait, are those my nights?
$500.
Aiden did come in with a case of Diet Coke.
Yeah.
I couldn't come up with anything. It's early, guys.
He loves Diet Coke.
He does love Diet Coke now.
All right,
Man.
Travis.
Okay. So, talking about timing and things not going as planned.
By the way, that's a crazy lot. I have to interrupt again.
Okay.
$500, dude. I'm not messing with Travis. It's just a really good deal considering I have a friend who wants to sell a Dominion box, an upgrade box, and a getting started box for $350. Can you send me that PowerPoint and I will send it to my friend.
Yeah,
And maybe he'll go down on his price.
You want me to do that?
No, I'm joking.
5%.
All right, I'm sorry, Travis. Yes, and
So you know how timing has always been an issue with us. At one point, our timing was good, but it just didn't happen. Do you guys remember the 10-minute podcast?
oh yeah.
Will Sasso and his friends put on this 10-minute podcast. It was fun. When he ended it by doing something called the diamonding, where he tried to alienate all of his fans, and he had a competition and gave the podcast rights to one of his fans, and that person just shat the bed, didn't do anything with it. He had thousands and thousands of subscribers that he could have done something with that. Well, we should have done something with that. We should have applied and tried to get that show from him, but we didn't. But several years later, we did something even better. We came up with our own 10-minute podcasts. And for the first time, I would like to share that with the listeners, and we're going to kind of discuss what we did. I'm going to share my screen. Let's see if I want to do a window. I'm going to do this one, and to share audio, share a tab.
Where stories are the very best. From epic wins to playful games. Life after the cover.
Some podcasts are slow.
passion remains.